Pavlovian, trained by Doug O'Neill. In 10 races, has 2 firsts, 4 second, and 1 third.
I think you said everything you just say about Pavlovian. He has 10 races. We have Emerging Market coming in on his third career start. Pavlovian's ran, what some of these horses will run in 2 years. He lost to Emerging Market by a head in the Louisiana Derby. I'm not a huge fan of that Louisiana Derby. The Louisiana route typically is pretty good. I just feel like this year was kind of weak. We kind of know what Pavlovian is. Once they put the blinkers on, once they put him to the lead, he's been a good horse. If he got an easy lead, if he was able to get clear and kind of just make his own trip up there, I think he has a chance of hitting the board. It's the Derby. There's too much speed. He got a 16 post, so he's going to be coming from further out, and he's got 6 speed, who I think is going to be want the lead. I don't think this race is going to set up for him the way he wants. I think when he gets back to a mile and an eighth, he has a real chance at something like the Pennsylvania Derby, throw him in the Ohio Derby, things like that. He's got a real chance at those type of races.
Well, he won a stretch duel in the Sunland Derby in a flashy time. I think it was 142.1, and that really caught my eye. I was curious to see if he was going to hold that same type of form up in the Louisiana Derby, and he did at a mile and 3/16. He placed second to Emerging Market, who we think pretty highly of, even though he's lightly raced. He's the most experienced horse in the field, and I think that goes a long way when you talk about how many horses are in the field. Although he hasn't run in real big, real huge races with many horses, he's going to need a good break from the gate to get the position he wants. He has decent staying power for one that kind of runs near the front, and that's big for me. I could see this one blowing up the trifecta, maybe even the exacta. I will be using this one in second, third, and fourth. I don't think he can win, but I think this is the one that blows up the tickets, that
That
gives you the big prices.
that to me is exactly where you kind of want to key him in, is that if he does get that lead, I don't think that's going to happen. But if he does, all of a sudden you get to the top of the stretch and he's in the lead by a length or so. He showed that he can keep going, right? Emerging Market beat him, and I think Emerging Market's a better horse than him. I think Pavlovian's more likely to hit the board than Emerging Market if we get those sorts of trips. So, 100% with you. I'm using him on trifectas. I'll probably have a little exacta on him, but trifectas for sure.
Doug O'Neill has a lot of success in this race, and I just think, what do you think the odds are going to be on Pavlovian?
If he floats up to 40, 50 to 1, I'm going to think that he's just kind of dead on the board. If he stays at that 30, 35 to 1, like they have him on the morning line, feels like somebody's going to know something. I'm going to be very interested to see what his exacta pays with him over or him underneath, say, um, Commandment or Further Ado. I feel like that may be the sign that some of the smarter, bigger money companies have money on him and things that he can hold on. His speed figures all sort of fit. I mean, if you look at I look at Timeform US, he improved significantly in that Sunland Derby, and then he improved again slightly in the Louisiana Derby. And he's right there with a lot of these horses. If that's how you're going to look at him, if you think, I mean, my big thing has been I don't think horses can go a mile and a quarter on the lead anymore. If you can, why not him?
Yeah, this one along with Silent Tactic is my value play, and like I said, I'll be using them, and I'm telling you to use them in your exactas, trifectas, and superfectas.
Those two are going to have the exact opposite running style, so that makes complete sense, right? So, Pavlovian keeps running and he holds on for third. Silent Tactic catches him late to get the exacta, and then you can put kind of any of the favorites on top, and you're going to get $500 for a dollar in your trifecta.
All right, so take a horse you like, put Pavlovian and Silent Tactic underneath.
Yep.
Okay, that's Pavlovian.